If I could have a coach watching me all the time, I would take it. There for my cardio, there for my strength sessions, there for my striking sessions, 100%. I want somebody watching me, giving me tips, helping me improve constantly. But that is not the reality for most people. So in this episode, I'm gonna give you 5 tips to training yourself up to that level where you can constantly get victories. 2 quick announcements before we get this episode underway. Number 1, this rash guard I'm wearing with the Aztec shoulders, this is from XMartial. They have fantastic apparel, great gear like shin pads, which I've been wearing for the last couple of years and are holding up amazing. There's a link down below where you can save 10% with my promo code Gabriel Varga. In addition, my strike ready programs are available. You can have defense, offense, takedowns, or the newest one, movement. All available, check it out. Now, of course, like I said in the introduction, I would love to have eyes on me all the time when I'm training so somebody can be critiquing and helping me improve, but it just doesn't happen like that. Number 1, you have to have loads of money to have a coach around constantly, and number 2, sometimes your coach cannot give you information to help you improve as quick as you want. So what can we do without a coach? This is especially beneficial for those people out there who are in a town or a city where there are no great striking coaches. But even if you have a great one, sometimes still you have to take matters into your own hands, and it's very possible to do, to be victorious without a coach. I've done it, you can do it as well. Tip number 1 in taking matters into your own hands is to make sure you are constantly improving. But even though you don't have a coach there critiquing you, you can improve by watching others. And you guys are doing that right now, right? If you're on this channel, most likely you are watching other people, but watch other fighters. See what they're doing. Try what looks like things that are successful. Try bringing that into your own game. Disregard the stuff that doesn't work, but keep the stuff that does. And it could be as simple as somebody having a really nice combo. You see somebody like Canelo, you're like, oh, he goes uppercut to hook, or he comes from his body hook to his uppercut off the same arm. Watch tactically how he does it, where his head is, where his other hand is, how the rotation of the body is helping him gain power, what he's doing if somebody throws a counter shot off this hand. You watch, you copy, you try it out, and if it works, you keep it. That is a great method to not needing a coach, but being your own coach in a way by learning from others, simply by watching. The next tip which I have for you is to be very, very logical with your strengths and your weaknesses. Find your 3 biggest strengths. You should know what they are. It's very easy. Like, oh, this is my best technique and I have great cardio and I'm really good at avoiding takedowns. And then think of 3 weaknesses, things you always get caught with. Continue to work these. Strategize these into your game plan, but not just to the extent like, oh, I have a great front kick, so I'm just gonna front kick all the time. Learn how to start faking. Once you land a couple on people and they get scared, learn how to fake and set something up. Then from there, your 3 biggest weaknesses, drill the heck out of them. So they are not weaknesses, they become possibly even strengths from the repeated drilling you're gonna do. But even if that doesn't happen, they don't become your strongest things, at least they will not be something which you're super exposed in. It's very easy to do this. Most of you right now should be able to go, what's one greatest strength I have and one greatest weakness? And then try for 2, and then for 3. Next up, if you want victories, you have to be able to push yourself. Very few people can go and do the road work and have somebody actually watching them. You have to have that motivation inside. And it's not hard to get good cardio. It's just most people are lazy and they don't want to go through the pain. But you don't need this perfect, fantastic, like week by week layout. You just get out there and you run 5 kilometers as fast as you can 3 times a week. Oh my gosh, that would be so boring and I would hate it. I like to mix things up, but that's all you have to do. Or you go to a soccer field and you sprint. And you jog back, and you sprint, and you jog back, and you do that like 10 times. You just have to put the work in. And you don't need a coach there yelling at you. If it's easy, if it's not one of the worst moments of your week, you're not doing enough. you can get to victory through cardio, because very often people lose fights due to lack of cardio. Be the person that has the awesome cardio. Go out, put in the hard work. You don't need a coach there watching, going like, run faster, or that's too much of a break. You have to do that to yourself. When you can do that to yourself, be extra mean to yourself. I just came from running just a moment ago, doing hill sprints on a sandy hill, and my legs just felt like they were shutting down. You go again. Walk down, you go again. That's all there is to it. Now, you could have the most awesome striking coach in the world, somebody who just has you tactically dialed in, you're throwing all the perfect shots, but guess what? That does not help you if you're not able to get in the ring and perform. And a massive part of performance is understanding anxiety, learning to control anxiety, and being the person that when you step in to compete, if your skill level at the gym is here, you don't plummet down and have a performance down here. Maybe you perform here. To do that, you have to have awesome visualization skills where you can close your eyes and just think about the scary moments that are coming up in the weeks leading to the fight. Think, oh, okay, I'm gonna have to do that eye lock with my opponent at weigh-ins. And as I walk out to the ring, maybe my opponent's already in there. And ooh, that's a little bit scary. Think of these moments. Allow yourself to visualize them, maintain the calm, and what happens is, now that you've thought about those, when reality comes and they're actually happening, it's not as scary. This is a great tactic to help you improve your performance and get those victories. And again, your coach cannot help you with those. Most coaches will not explain that to you. You can take matters into your own hands. The last method to victory that I want to give you, now, this is a stylistic thing, so if this is not your style, you don't need to latch on to it. But 90% of people, if not 95% of people, need to be doing this. And you don't need your coach. You just need a set of hands and sensitive forehead where you can feel contact. That's it. So every time you throw, hand touches my head, it comes back to my head. I touch, and I feel that contact. I'm always coming back to here. You do not need a coach watching you going, no, your hands aren't up. Your hands weren't up. You can do all this yourself, right from here. Why is this so important? You're gonna get hit in the fight. If your hands are down here, you're gonna get hit. If your hands are up here, you're still gonna get hit, but at least you have hands in the way. And the number of times that I have seen people not react to a shot, not block a shot, just have it go like that, and their hand was up, and I went, whew, that would have been a knockdown or a really painful shot if that hand was down. This is a very simple tactic defensively that you can utilize, which is just going to help you avoid big shots and therefore will not lead to losses. Hands come from here. You move around, you check and make sure this is here, and it always comes back to there. I'm always touching my forehead, right back to the forehead every time. Again, it's simple, yet so effective. And it will help you get those victories. Unless you're like the 5% who is very successful with your hands down here and you can throw and do this kind of thing. But that's not for most people in general, and you shouldn't be doing that unless your skill level is very high. And you're somebody like, Pereira or something like that who manages to get away with it. Or Floyd Mayweather who has this style down here and he's always tipping his head back and slipping. But 90% of us are not doing that. So the hands are right to here, whether it be open palms or thumbs touching, or if you have gloves, contacting those gloves to the eyebrows, this makes a massive difference. That's it. I'll see you guys back here very soon.